In today's video, we are talking about something that can absolutely transform your life, and that is your identity. Because come on, let's be real. Most of the time, we don't rise to the level of what we want or our goals. We fall to the level of who we think we are and what we think we're worthy of. So if you found yourself in this situation where you're constantly spinning your wheels and you're not getting ahead, most of the time, it's not because you lack the capability or the motivation. It's because you are hyper committed to an old story that's no longer serving you. And that means that we can shift, we can change the game. Now, human nature is like driving us to remain consistent with who we think we are. So, unless you're driving, I want you to take a moment, like close your eyes and really consider, like, who do you believe that you are? Not who you introduce yourself as, like, not who you pretend to be. Like, when nobody is watching, who do you believe that you are? Do you consider yourself a person who's attracting confidence and wealth and love and all of these amazing things? Or do you consider yourself as somebody who success evades, where things are constantly just out of reach, or things don't work out for me, but they definitely work out for other people? And if you consider yourself a ladder, let me tell you something. Subconsciously, you're always going to be making decisions or making moves to sabotage yourself, because our brains don't care if we're happy. Our brains care if we're right. So even if we're not intentionally doing things to sabotage our success, we end up doing that just so that we can remain consistent with the person that we believe that we are on a soul level. So y'all know that rewriting my narrative, rewriting your narrative, is my jam. And so the trick to this, the secret, the hack, is to decide to be someone different. And this isn't about like fake it till you make it. This isn't about like pretending to be somebody that you're not. It's about embodying the version of yourself that you truly desire to be. Okay. So I want you to consider, like, how would you show up if you were already that version? Like, snap your fingers. How does that version of you walk into a room? How does she interact with strangers? Like, how does she deal with money or stress or anxiety? Like, how does she make business moves? If you already had the thing that you wanted, how would you be different? And then how do you start showing up as that person? I want you to think about, like, what is the change? What is the mindset shift that needs to happen? Because that is how we transform. And so the quickest way to change your identity is to give yourself proof. If you want to be someone who is more consistent, then that means you need to start following through on promises. At least one promise a day, we get to keep it. If you want to be the kind of girl, when you walk into the room, you're turning heads, you need to show up as her. Walk into the room confidently, chest up, chin up, head up, smiling, greeting people. If you want to be the kind of person who is wealthy, learn to respect the dollar. Be more mindful of your spending. Like, this is all about the trajectory of what you desire, being consistent with your actions. You and I, everybody, is basically a compilation of the things we do on a consistent basis. In Atomic Habits, there's an amazing example of two guys who are both like no longer smoking, right? And so they're both offered a cigarette. The first guy says, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. And then the second guy says, I'm not a smoker. Who do you think is going to be more successful? I remember this distinctly in my own life when I decided that I was no longer responding emotionally to things that upset me. I remember very distinctly where I would feel myself like getting agitated, and I'm like, I'm going to use my coping skills. I'm going to do some deep breathing. I'm going to take a moment to reflect before I respond. I'm going to ask for some time to process this before I move forward. And I'll be real with y'all. It really blew people's minds. They were waiting for Kayla the Popper offer. They were waiting for me to say something fiery or to really lose my cool. But that stopped happening because I stopped identifying as that person. So here's a step for you guys today. Tell me down in the comments, who are you becoming? I am confident. I am powerful. I am like emotionally controlled. Tell me who you are. And then let's start making small steps every single day to start becoming that person. I believe in you. You are so worthy. You are so powerful, and you are so capable of amazing things. You just get to own it, okay? This weekend, y'all, the main character boot camp goes on sale, and we're starting out at $27. I'm not going to lie to y'all, the price is going to go up. If you want it for the best buck, grab it this weekend. 2 days only, it's going to be $27. If you have questions about it, please ask. But all month long, we're on this journey to becoming the main character of our stories, and I cannot wait to see your transformation. Have an excellent day on purpose, and we'll talk soon, loves. Bye.